Hey everyone, it's me again, Anya, and today my hair looks a little weird, and that's because today I finally got my hair cut. My bangs were getting really long, but I thought I would wait just a little longer so that I could go to the stylist that I normally go to, who finally had appointments today, and they did kind of this like round brush blowout thing, and it looked gorgeous there. But then I went outside, and it was raining and windy today, so it didn't last very long. But anyway, it's nice to have a refreshing haircut. It's important to take care of your hair so that it looks nice. But anyway, I spent the rest of the day just playing Minecraft because I deserve it. It was a stressful week at work, and I thought we could maybe make a tier list of the Minecraft updates. Granted, I started playing the game more or less around beta. Before that, I would play like pirated copies of the game, so I cannot tell exactly what version I started playing. So I think we can start with beta. Beta, I think it's S tier. Granted, it's not even the version I've played the most, but I think it's what people associated with old Minecraft. Like, way more people go back to playing beta compared to alpha, and I get that. It's a surprisingly feature complete game, I feel. And of course, it's great that so many things were added afterwards, but I mean, this is just a classic Minecraft experience, but to where it's still um, you won't get bored because of the lack of features, right? Like, sure, if you can go back to alpha or earlier, but these versions do lack a lot of things. I mean, sure, the game is there and the core mechanics are the same, but you might get bored because there's not a lot of blocks if you like to build, there's not a lot of structures if you like to explore, there's not a lot of mobs if you like to combat, and etc. You get what I mean? But beta does have a really good balance of all of them. And of course, after beta is when the game really started to change. So I think beta goes in S tier. There's even a pretty considerable like beta modding community. Not that I've played many beta mods, but it's good. It's good. Adventure update. I'm not exactly sure how to rank beta 1.8 and 1.0. I would probably put 1.0 in A and Adventure Update in B. Both really important updates, kind of like part 1 and part 2. Of course, 1.0, it gave the game an ending. It added a lot of things. I think enchanting or brewing. No, brewing is part of this one. Again, it's hard to not it's hard to separate these two versions, but they still added a lot of like game mechanics that are, well, still part of the game to this day. That we cannot really imagine the game without. You know, hunger, a lot of mobs like the Enderman, structures like the Stronghold, potions, enchanting, um, lots of stuff. And let's not forget about the world generation that would go mostly unchanged, I think, until either 1.7 or 1.18. So, yeah, I mean, really important versions. And this is, I think, more or less where people started really playing. Like when the game started taking off like way more. So very important historically. 1.1, I remember this came out like a day before my birthday in like 2012, I think. So I was young, man. I was like 9 or 10 years old, I think. And I mean, of course, it didn't add anything. One day I just sort of opened the game and the spawn eggs were there. But then again, spawn eggs are pretty important. I think this update added a biome, but I'm not sure which one. I think beaches, maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, it's like a very minor update, but it's still pretty important. Like, I don't want to put it down there, but I will. I will. Of course, like, again, Spawnex were very nice, but I think like 3 versions later, no, I think a couple years later, we would get the summon command. Or not even 2 years. In 1.7, we would get the summon command, which I think is like the go to way of summoning things in creative mode or survival mode. And it's not like you can get spawn eggs in survival mode anyway. So, but they were nice at the time, and they still exist to this day. So, it's nice. 1.2 added jungles. I think iron golems, ocelots, um, of course, back then, ocelots, that was the only way to get cats in the game. Iron golems are essential for many things today. They're very unique mobs. And of course, jungles are so nice. It was nice to see like that such a minor update just added something like that. Good memories of this update. B tier for me. 1.3. I believe the reason why it has an emerald block here, besides the fact that they added the emerald block, is that they added villager trading, which was not there before. Before this version, the villagers would just do nothing. So they added that. I think they added like desert temples, also like chiseled stone bricks. I think this is also when you could place logs sideways. And I don't remember what else, but this was a good update. I remember. I remember the like technical side of the Minecraft community was really growing at this time, and I would really start watching videos about like YouTubers like Seth Bling, just make videos about the game, and it was a side of the community that really interested me. I believe this was fantastic update for real. I would put it above 1.2. 1.4 is a fantastic update. I think this is the first update where I really like got on the hype about this update. It was so exciting to be part of it when it released. I mean, so many things that have become very iconic Minecraft things, like the Wither Boss, things like potatoes, carrots. I think they added witches, flower pots. These were all great additions, and it was quite amazing. But I think by far the thing that they added that impacted the game the most was command blocks, because these, I'm not sure if they were a thing before or not, but I think 1.4 is where they really got the capabilities and where we really started seeing how capable these things were. Um, my voice hurts today a lot. I remember 1.4 had a lot of like really iconic adventure maps, like Herobrine's Mansion. I'm very sure that was a 1.4 map, and it was so insane to see like the creations the community was coming up with at the time. Of course, now here we're in like 2012, I think, or 2013, so it really started taking off on YouTube as well. It's a great version for sure. I don't know if it's better than 1.0 though. I would say, hmm, I would say no. But it's still very, very important. Redstone update. I know that the features in this update they don't really like concern everyone. Like it very much is an update that was mostly helpful for people in the technical side of the community or the redstone side of the community or map makers. Like the average player probably isn't gonna use something like the redstone comparator or like the hoppers. Well, hoppers are useful, but hopper minecarts, for example. But the people who do use the features from this update, they really do use them. Like this was groundbreaking. Again, you would see even more adventure maps, even more technical creations made from Redstone. Like before this, Redstone sure was cool and it could do a lot of things, but this update was pretty much what made Redstone like there was a very clear before and after. And now that I think about it, quartz is probably one of the most beautiful blocks, like block sets in the game. So that was nice to have. Did they add any mobs? I don't think so. But it's really a good update. I would put it there. Horse update. Um, I mean, horses were nice at the time. I'm not gonna lie, and it was nice to see a mob that originally came from like mods. I believe the Mo Creatures mod. So horses are nice. I like them, and I still use them to this day. And at the time, they were good. I like hay bales. I like leads. Leads are important, of course. I think they added blocks of coal. I think, and of course the horse variants like donkeys and mules. But it just happened to be sandwiched between two much better updates. I would probably put the horse update like here. I don't know, probably there, because it was quite nice at the time. I think golden carrots, or that maybe existed before. The update that changed the world 1.7, this is probably one of the greatest updates ever. Like, I perfectly remember what I was doing at the time this came out. Here I was like 10 or 11 years old. And I don't know, just seeing so many blocks, so many biomes. Granted, I didn't play a lot of survival back then, but also just the insane amount of mods that were available for this version should tell you that the community was at a very important high at the time. And this is S tier for sure. I don't know if it's better than beta. Probably, I don't know. It's debatable. But yeah, that it's a super important update. All the biomes, the world generation that they added. Um, Again, it was Dark Oak Wood is one of the best woods in the game, in my opinion. Um, I don't quite remember what mobs they added, if any. But yeah, great update. Bountiful update. I actually really like this update. I know a lot of people don't see it as very eventful, and it would be like between 1.8 and 1.9, there would be like, I think, over a year of wait. But I think 1.8 was pretty nice for like a technical and redstone players, which I was very involved with at the time, so it is relevant to me and I like it. Of course, it's not as impactful, but we have ocean monuments, of course, we have armor stands, slime blocks. Um, I would probably place this like here because it was also like a time, a lot of mods are available for 1.8. It is the last version with the old combat, so a lot of people do go back to this version. And that's all I have to say. 1.9 combat update. I like it. I actually don't mind the new combat system that was introduced. Well, I say new combat, but this is like 10 years ago. More, probably. No, 10 years ago. And it's nice, actually. I like that they added the Elytra, of course, the end, like the outer end islands. That's really nice. Um, I think they added tipped arrows. They added shields. Shields are pretty cool. Dual wielding is nice. I actually don't hate this update at all. It's really nice, but I would put it like maybe here. Overhated for sure, but like not the worst. This is the worst. I don't know why this was a major version. They should have honestly just maybe waited a little longer and released these features together with 1.11. But I mean, it's fine, right? Magma blocks are cool. I have never in my life encountered a fossil just in nature. Mm, I guess polar bears are cool, but I don't know what else. Um, Strays and husks, they're there, I guess, but the game, I don't think the game got any better because of them. But anyway, exploration update. This was um, this was good. I think it added totems of undying, um, which are nice, and woodland mansions, evokers, all the villagers. A lot of cool things introduced. Llamas. This is a good update, actually. I would maybe put it like here. Yeah. And I think this also added like the ability to like propel yourselves with rockets with the Elytra, which is of course groundbreaking. Explorer maps so that it's easier to find ocean monuments. That's nice. World of Color. I guess the concrete is nice. Beds are nice. Parrots are there. It's an okay update. Oh, not there. Oh my god. I would put it there. Um, Aquatic update. This is a great update. I think this is again more or less when the revival of Minecraft was starting. The oceans before and after, like it's hard to imagine a time where the oceans looked like they did before this update, and they've remained largely unchanged since then. And it's already been like 8 years, so that really shows how good of an update this was. I don't hate anything about it. pretty good update. Mm, yeah. Village and Pillage is more or less when the game was hitting another peak. Um, I'm So I actually paused the recording and played it again. I'm gonna have to edit this video like a video on my channel for the first time ever so that I can put the two parts together because my voice just hurts a lot today. So, I mean, but I'm already kind of mostly through. So I want to just like finish the video, of course. I'll just speak a little softer. Maybe that's better for me. But anyway, as I was saying, Village and Pillage is a great update. Of course, probably one of the most memorable updates ever. The amount of content that it added was so big. I think it's probably the update that has added the most content like ever. And of course, Minecraft content creation was at an all-time high probably since like the glory old days in 2013. Um, and it made so many mobs. It added a lot of interesting mobs, like the panda, like the all the raid enemies. It made the villages so interesting, and I mean, again, I love this update so much, and it had a lot of like decorative blocks that everyone uses when decorating. So it's a fantastic update. I would put it there. Buzzy Bees is overhated. Sure, it only added bees, but it also really optimized the game, and it's a pretty inoffensive update. Though, again, I wish they had just put this together with like another update, but it's fine. It's an alright update. I would put it in here, probably. Like the lowest B tier. There. Uh, I mean, I sound like I'm just repeating what many people say, but I do think it's the best update in the game. It just, again, this is like peak pandemic. So everyone was playing Minecraft, and like, it's, again, much like the oceans, it is really hard to imagine that the old nether was something that we were happy with and that we just enjoyed. Because that shit sucked ass, man. Like, there was nothing there. Exploring it was boring, repetitive, and annoying. The nether only had like four mobs unique to it. Sure, the nether fortresses were there, but as a structure, they're not very interesting. Um, but now the nether is probably one of the most fleshed out places in the entire game, so it was amazing. Bartering is like Piglin bartering, it changed speedrunning forever. It was basically there was a complete before and after. So that was quite amazing as well. A lot of content creation, a lot of decorative blocks. Blackstone is amazing, and yeah, Caves and Cliffs Part 1. I also think this update is overhated because the wait for Part 2 wasn't even that long. Sure, it felt long, but it was just like 6 months. And again, I love Deep Slate. I love all of the blocks that this update added. And again, I don't hate it at all. It's more like a Buzzy Bees update for me. Probably better, of course, because a lot of interesting things. Caves and Cliffs Part 2, though, I love this update so much. I would maybe put it like here. Yeah, I do, well, maybe there. I just love the new world generation. It's the best it's ever been. I personally like it more than Beta Terrain, even. But that's just because I've played more on this. But the variety of biomes that we have now is perfect for this world generator. There's so many interesting things about like the technical details of how Minecraft worlds are generated, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Um, Also the soundtrack for Caves and Cliffs. I think I made a video about this, but it's some of my favorite songs in the entire game. So yeah. Mm, the Wild update. This one's just sort of there. Um, I feel like the content here should have been put together with Caves and Cliffs Part 2. The Warden is cool. The ancient cities are cool. I love mangrove swamps. It's a lot of good stuff, but I understand why it felt a little disappointing to people because it's not that wild, you know? Um, And a lot of these features were promised and were kind of delayed a lot. So I would put this like here, maybe there. Trails and Tails. I don't like this update at all. I mean, the only good thing that I think it added is like cherry blossom biomes and planks and all that wood set. The sniffer sucks. Like, it's cute, I guess, but I don't ever use him for anything because he has no use. Bamboo wood is okay, I guess. Hanging signs are cool though. Archaeology. I have never interacted with archaeology in like ever. Um, but I would put this like here maybe. It's just a very meh update, and cherry planks, sadly, maybe only move it here. Okay, fine, I'll put it here. Meh, yeah. Uh, Bats and pots. I would put this maybe, where would I put this? I mean, these are the drops now, so there are smaller updates, so, but I'm gonna try to rank them accordingly. I think they remodeled the bat and they gave the Claypot more functionality. That's like okay, whatever, man. But I think they added bundles though. I don't know. Still, armored paws. I don't give a lot of shits about armadillos. I guess wolf armor is cool, but like, what else did they add? I don't think this was too cool. Frankly, it was just okay. Yeah. Uh, Tricky Trials. Oh, 1.21. Oh, so they weren't called. Oh, bundles are here. Oh, these are not drops. I think this is like before drops were a thing. But yeah, Tricky Trials, good update. I do really like it actually. I think the copper things are cool. Tough is another great decorating block. Trial chambers are amazing. The breeze is cool. The maze, the soundtrack, I like it a lot. Very nice. Bundles of bravery. I mean, it's just bundles. I would put they are quite useful, so I would put them there. I do like the Pale Garden. Garden Awakens. Hot take. I do really like the Pale Garden. It's one of my favorite biomes, and I don't. I get why people think it's a bit disappointing, but I like it. It's very unique. There are a lot of very unique things about the Pale Garden. And I would maybe put this like here. Honestly, it's a great thing. Um, yeah, I do like it more than Buzzy Bees. Spring to Life. I actually really like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good drop. I would maybe put it like because I really like the variants of mobs, the firefly bushes that were supposed to come out with the wild update. Pretty cool stuff, man. I don't remember what else. Oh, like flowers, falling leaves. That was all so cool. Cactus flowers. These are cool things. I cannot lie. Um, Chase the skies. Oh, I mean, happy guests are quite cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely one of the better drops, for sure, if not the best one. I do love it quite a lot. Um, Even more than Caves and Cliffs Part 1. I've had such fun times with my friends when playing with like the happy guests. It's so nice. Um, Minecraft movie. Mm, I guess they added a painting and a disc. I think the game was fine without them. Actually, the disc I don't like at all, so it's whatever, man. Copper Age. I do like this drop quite a lot as well. Um, Not more than Chase the Skies. Um, I think this is where I would put that. Yeah, I think copper tools are great. It's great that they brought back the copper golem, even though it lost the mob vote. Um, all the copper things that they added are great. I have no complaints about this. Um, but maybe I would put this here. Mounts of Mayhem. Spears are quite cool. Not that long ago, I just hopped on a world with friends and we started killing each other with spears, and that was very fun. I quite enjoyed it. I think, and this Dread Nautilus guy, what is it called? The Nautilus. It It's taken me a while to get used to because it's a bit of a different mob, but it is really cool. I will say that. And I would probably put this here. Again, because spears are just so cool. Um, Now for the drops that have come since then, where would I put Tiny Takeover? Somewhere in C tier, maybe even F tier. I don't think low C tier because it is nice additions, but I don't think they were super necessary. And also that was objectively a very small drop. And the current drop, uh, what's it called? Chaos Cubed, I would put in A tier actually, or like high B tier. Sulfur cubes are so fun to play with if you have like friends and you can make these really cool mini games or something like that. Um, yeah, amazing stuff. And of course, the sulfur caves are really cute, cool, especially when they generate on the surface. It's very nice. Sorry. Now, for the updates that I haven't had much experience with, I'm pretty sure Alpha is probably A tier. Maybe there. Actually, I don't really feel confident ranking these, so I'm not gonna do it. But that's gonna be our tier list. Again, I'm sorry for my voice. I don't know why I haven't even talked that much today, but maybe I'm gonna get a little sick soon. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, it's not easy to have to raise the pitch of your voice constantly. Well, it's not just pitch, and I'm getting better at it, but still, it's weird. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting to hear my thoughts on the updates. Hopefully, I might redo this in the future once I like play the versions that I haven't played and just play through every version. But mostly today, the most important thing is that I wanted to show off my haircut. So I hope you like that as well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.